All right, we're live.
There it goes.
I think we got it, baby. All right. Welcome, everybody. It's Ryan Kidd, and I am the Human B-Side. And I'm back with Show Me a Record Volume 2. And my guest tonight is the mastermind behind one of my favorite independent rock and roll rags, Born Out of Time. It's Garner, baby. That's right. Garner, thanks for coming on. Much respect, man. Cheers.
Nice to be here.
Yeah, it's great, man. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
So the people who are watching Volume 2, instead they haven't seen Volume 1, basically this is Show Me a Record. We're going to go back and forth, 3 questions, but they have to start with Show Me a Record that, and then there's your question. Garner will ask, I will ask. We'll go back and forth. And Garner, as the guest, you can decide whether you'd like to ask me first or you would like to get asked first.
All right. I'll fire away. Here we go.
Everybody puts me on the hot seat right away.
Yep. No messing around here. Get ready. Here we go.
All right.
Show me a record that you think I'll be surprised to see in your collection.
All right. I got to show you a record that you would be surprised to see in my collection. All right. Let me think about it. One, I think anybody would be surprised to see in my collection, but I'll show one that's cool first, and then we can go to the other.
We don't want no throwaways.
What about I don't know if this would be so much of a surprise, but you tell me. But I'm a big fan. I like Paul Revere and the Raiders, man. Surprise or no surprise?
I'm not surprised. You like Sam the Sham, so that's
I
not
do like
a reach.
Sam the Sham. Okay, so that's Paul Revere, no good. How about I got one. Let's see. I'm gonna get roasted for this one, dude. Probably never live this one down. No, this isn't the right one. I probably shouldn't have that one either. Hold on. I heard. Would you be surprised to know that I have the Rollers, the Bay City Rollers elevator in my collection?
Yes, I'm very surprised.
Okay, that's a surprise. All right, fair enough.
And slightly disappointed.
I know. I'm gonna get roasted for this one. We're starting off hot here, man. You know what's ridiculous too is the first one I pulled out. It was another Bay City Rollers record, and I go, "Oh no, I can't show that one. Like this one's any better." You know?
You think just because that one's only the Rollers?
Yeah, it might be a little bit better.
Yeah.
This record.
No, I'm surprised at that.
Yeah, this record is. They got like a little bit. I don't want to say heavier, but like a song like Elevator. If you listen to it, it's kind of rocking. It's pretty cool. Playing in a rock and roll band. Hello and Welcome Home's like this big ballad kind of thing. I don't know. It's cheesy. I really like this record though. I like it.
It's this cheesy teenage glam, really, probably.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun for everybody. And like Nick Lowe said, we're going to see the Rollers.
Well, there you go.
City Rollers.
Okay, you can keep it.
But not that other one.
Yeah, no, not that other one.
I'll try to find my my Nick Lowe just to try to keep some sort of coolness to this.
Oh, okay. But, yeah, there you go.
Pure pop for now, people. Wasn't this originally called like Jesus of Cool?
I think in America, or in what Pure Pop for now, people is the U.S. version.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
And the Jesus of Cool must be the U.K. because there's a couple of different songs.
Yeah. It's a different track list. So the last song on side 1, the Rollers Show. We're going to see the Rollers Show. I mean, I don't know if I'm like, yeah, let me try to salvage some cool out of this, and then I show a picture of Nick Lowe in this suit. I don't know if that's cool. I don't know if that's cool. I love it.
It's some game show.
I know, it's like some cheesy game show. It's like some public access game show or something.
Yes.
But
There could be some dancing monkeys on there next.
oh, dude, I can't believe on my channel I showed a Bay City Rollers record. Thanks to
Well,
you.
it's out of the bag now, so you
It's
don't have to
out,
worry
dude.
about
Yeah.
that anymore.
Yeah.
You don't have to stress like, "Ooh, what if somebody comes over and sees that?" They know it's there.
Oh, I don't care. I'll
Yeah.
blast Elevator. We'll rock. How about those get-ups though, man? Good lord. Like those like those plaid jumpers.
The plaid jumpers.
Good God. And they were like tight all the way until the bottom, and they got like really big, like a bell bottom kind of thing.
Yeah,
right?
so they could cover their big shoes, probably.
It's a platform shoes.
Yes.
I'm convinced everyone in that band was like 5'1" in reality, but they were like
Yeah.
8-inch
Just junior high. They never want to get too carried away on stage.
No.
Break an ankle.
Good lord. Oh man, there's a first for everything. Cat's out of the bag.
Yeah.
Elevator, Bay City Rollers. There we go.
Okay.
Great first question. You really put me on the spot there. All right. So now I'm going to ask Garner a question. Garner, show me a record you remember exactly where you were the first time you heard it.
Oh, when I heard it?
Yeah, you remember exactly the time and place you were when you first heard this record.
I heard the record.
Rack the brain,
All
rack
right.
that brain, man.
Yeah. No problem if you're like, when did I buy it or something? Let me think here.
Or if there's a special memory to it, that you have attached to it. But these questions can be, we got to have patience out there. Garner's going to look through his stuff and, rack
talk
his brain.
amongst yourselves. Pick a top.
Yeah. I mean, I think I got off easy on the first question. But because I in one of my videos a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month ago or so, I was talking about this one record by the Elevators. It's this power pop tune. Let me see if I can grab it here. Here it is. It's a great power pop single called "Your Eyes Are Too Close Together," and I love this single, man. It's one of those moments where I remember exactly where I was. I was at Asbury Lanes, this bowling alley that had punk rock music, and the DJ played this song, and I
nice.
was at the Pac-Man machine, and I looked up. I was like, it blew my mind what this was. And I had to have it. I remember exactly where I was.
Was it on the jukebox or was the DJ playing it?
The DJ played it.
Oh, okay.
I ran up to him. I go, what was that? Show me that.
Yeah.
So Garner's going to show us a record that he remembers exactly where he was the first time he ever heard it.
Okay, so after band practice in the Provincials, the second band I was in, where I was lead singer, me and the bass player, whether it was before practice or after, whatever, we'd always sit around and spin records, see if we could find anything to take to the rest of the band.
Yeah.
So I do remember for sure, and I don't have the record, but we were listening to Screaming Lord Such.
Yeah. Oh,
And we plucked Jack the Ripper off of that,
cool.
which then went into our set. But I do remember him playing this.
Is that a Wild Billy?
Billy Childish, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Earls of Swabdom.
So he played that record for you, or you played it for him?
He actually turned me on to the Headcoats.
Oh, cool.
I was well aware of Billy Childish in the Milkshakes, but I hadn't heard the Headcoats yet.
See, that's what I was going to pull out here.
Yep.
I got let me find this sucker here. I haven't heard any of the Headcoat stuff, but I was blown away by this Milkshakes record, talking about the Milkshakes. It's just wild garage rock and roll, man. It's excellent stuff. And when I looked up Billy Childish's discography, I was like, oh man, I don't know if I can really get into this, man. It's not that the music, it's the time and money I would need to get a collection of his, man.
Yeah, so, I think he puts one out every Friday.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just it's overwhelming.
So the head coats. Okay, I've never heard them so. Like, give me the description. Is like if I like the milkshakes, will I like that stuff, or is it a little bit of different kind of thing?
Yeah, but add a little bit more of a Bo Diddley, Trogs, Kinks garage element.
Nice.
Not fuzzy. I mean, they just turning up cheap amps. They didn't have a fuzz box. A little bit dirtier than the milkshakes. Milkshakes were probably a little bit more of rhythm and beat.
Right.
This is dirty garage.
That's garage. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll probably like that better than I even like the milkshake stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, they each have their,
How many milkshakes albums were? There's another one. Is it like After School or something? All right.
There were a few. Let me see here.
This is why I love talking to Garner. I asked him a question. He'll pull the record out. That milkshakes I love, man. I played that.
This is there
for a week straight. My God. Yeah, After School session. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Right. These are the first two I found, and this was just blind buy. And I was knocked out.
I never seen that one.
Yeah.
What can I see the back of it?
This is probably the best.
You think that's the best one?
14 rhythm and beat greats.
Cool. Yeah, it looks awesome.
Red Monkey. Oh yeah. Catalina.
Oh yeah. It's all coming back.
This for the milkshakes. This is. You can see where it wasn't hard for Billy to transition to the head coats.
Okay.
I mean, it's still got that rhythm and beat, but they're getting dirty.
I think that's the milkshake one I gotta get. Oh wow, you got them all, man. 20 rock and roll hits. Wow. Cool.
Yeah, this is Hippie Shake, right? Rip It Up. Say Mama, Carol, early Hidden Charms. Yeah. And then there's this one. The Knights of Trash.
I never seen that one either. Like I said, man, this guy's discography is insane.
Yeah.
What years did
and then
these
I think
come
there's
out?
some. These are.
Let's see. Mine is from 81.
Yeah, 83. Yeah, that one is prior to this.
Okay. All right. Cool.
You've got their first album.
That's the first one. Okay.
I don't know if it was released at the time or limited. Yeah.
You know, it's funny. Like when you think about 81, you wouldn't think about a sound like the milkshakes are doing. You know, music kind of took a little different landscape, man. It took a different route there. They were
plowing a bunch of different fields, though, if you think about it back then. So, yep, that's the one I remember.
That's cool, man. That's a cool story.
First, when it got spun.
Sometimes, you never forget, like when a buddy plays a record and you're just, it instantly clicks with you and you're like, whoa, man. That happened to me when I was younger, when I heard Link Ray for the first time. There was this older dude in the neighborhood, and like we would all hang around, and he played Link Ray. And the first time, I mean, I know everybody knows Rumble, but the first time you hear it, you're like, whoa, this is badass. But then you get into it and you hear, Run Chicken Run and all those songs. It's like Switchblade, and oh man, it's just
Run Chicken Run. I can just imagine the first time hearing that. I remember
that chicken picking is great, man. That's fun stuff. All right, you got another. What's that?
Another one, I think probably at one of those same sessions where we were picking that Hazel Atkins album. Out to Hunch. Yeah. I remember at my buddy's house, same thing. That's where I first heard Hazel Atkins.
I think I got that one.
Yeah.
I got a few.
We're going to end up just pulling all kinds of records.
Oh, yeah.
Just answer the question, you guys.
Yeah, no, this is what it's about, man. We ask the question, then we get out on a tangent. The wild man, Hazel Atkins, man. This stuff is great. Great stuff. Look at that cover. It looks demented, Garner. Look
yes. Okay, kids, you might want to turn away now.
Yeah, for real. I would have loved to see him live, man.
Oh
Did you ever
my
get to see
goodness.
him?
Yeah. Yeah. I never saw him. Like, yeah, he never came to Colorado that I know of.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Yeah,
I saw some footage of him. I think it was like later in his life playing at Maxwell's in Hoboken, and he's just jamming it out. A one-man band, dude.
Yeah,
he's a wild man. I got turned on to him because of the Cramps.
Oh yeah,
she
that's
said
probably because of She Said.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. I'm sure that's probably why my buddy picked that record up.
I think my favorite Hazel Atkins song though is "No More Hot Dogs." Did you ever hear that song? That's so stupid.
Lyrics.
It's great.
It was like hang your head on the wall.
On the wall, yeah. No more hot dogs. It's so stupid. It's manic, dude.
And I remember listening to that and just being like, "What the hell?
What is this?"
And then we're just like, "Oh yeah."
I remember I don't
remember if we ever introduced any Hazel Atkins songs to the rest of the band, but I'm sure they would have got shot down.
Yeah, immediately.
The other guys, I think they're like, you need to quit hanging out with each other.
Yeah, guys, I'm worried about Garner.
Yeah,
the first time I heard that record, I was like, my friends came out and said, "You got to hear this." I played "No More Hot Dogs," and we laughed for. It's just so stupid. It was great, man. It's on another planet. I love it.
Yeah.
But that was cool, man. It's a cool memory you have, hanging out with your buddy, and that's what friends are for, man. Turning each other out of cool records. Yeah. All right, man. So you're up.
Okay.
Question
this one kind of segues really good into kind of what we just did. All right. Show me a record that knocked your socks off the first time you heard it, and it still has the same effect today.
Okay. I got it right now. Hold on. There's probably a few, but I'm digging. Hold on. Oh, where are you? Bear with me. I'm digging through the.
That's all right.
Through the muck and mire. And I got a funny story about this one too, that happened kind of recently. But dude, there's plenty of records that I heard for the first time that really blew my mind. Some that come to mind, Stiff Little Fingers, Inflammable Material, blew my mind. Probably the Adverts, Crossing the Red Sea with the Adverts, blew my mind. The Boys' first album blew my mind. I love that stuff. And I started getting into that 70s punk stuff, but then I started digging back a little bit. And this record that I'm going to show, it's probably an obvious one, but it is what it is. But it's the Sonics. Here Are the Sonics. This is just annihilation, man. Like you're gonna, dude. I put this on for the first time and listened to. I was sweating. The intensity of this stuff, man. It was just like whoa, and you want to just rage listening to it. And this has everything that I love about punk and rock and roll, like encapsulated in one record, man. And these guys just wail, and I love this stuff, man. I love it. And it's funny. I went to do like a DJ set at this place called Hernando's Hideaway, right? And afterwards, I brought this record with me, and I was sitting at the bar, and there's this guy. We were talking, whatever, and he's there all the time, right? And he's like, "Oh, do you mind if I look through your bag of records to see?" I said, "Sure, take look." And he got to this one. I said, "Did you ever hear this?" And he goes, "No." I said, "Listen, you're here all the time, right?" My girlfriend was working there. I said, "Take this record with you, okay? And when you see me again, just bring it back next time you come here, and I'll put it behind the bar." Right? And I seen him about a month later, and he returned it the next week. But I seen him about a month later. I said, "What'd you think of that Sonics record?" He goes, "Holy shit, You know, and he was there. I told him he was there alone. I was like, hey, listen, next time you come in, you're gonna after the Sonics record, you're gonna have 2 chicks on your arm. You know, the whole new, a whole new aura about you. But but I love that record so much. It really, really knocked me over, man. It really knocked me over.
So, how old were you when you heard it?
I was probably like 18 or 19.
Okay.
Yeah. And maybe a little bit later, actually, maybe 20, 21. It's hard to, I'm not getting up there, but it's hard to remember back so long. But yeah, like it was so familiar, but yet so different at the same time. Right. And that's when things started clicking with me. Like, hey, there's a lot more. The stuff you love, there's so much more backward that you can go. Where this stuff is just flaming hot.
Where did punk come from? Certainly, yeah.
Yeah.
Or that attitude. You can say, was that punk? Was that not punk? I like to think of it as it at least had that attitude. Yeah. Or certainly had a very similar impact. I just showed my Sonics 45s in my first video yesterday. Sure. And I think I made reference to thinking at the time frame, kids were probably in some armory or teen dance hall just being like, what? If the first time they saw those guys live, the power of them live must have just been,
oh,
what else was going on? Yeah.
When you saw them, nothing else was going on, I'm sure.
No, not that night. You were probably riveted. Yeah.
Weren't they they were still touring not too long ago with like the original members, right?
Yeah. They put out an album and then they did a tour 4 or 5 years ago.
Wow, was that recent too? Wow.
Yeah. Not
good for them, man. Yeah.
Not too long ago.
Another one I mentioned in I think it was the first video I ever did when I talked about the first records I ever bought. And this record here, this did a lot for me too, was Lou Reed Transformer. While not like not so aggressive, but I don't know, it just made me think like, wow, there's a whole underworld out there that I don't even know about. And the record excited me. Every lyric was it was just like stimulated my brain, like what is going on here, And the more I got into Lou Reed, the first time I ever heard Rock and Roll Animal. Oh man, this live album, one of the best live albums ever to me. Oh, this blew me away, man. But the Sonics, Lou Reed Transformer. Lou Reed Transformer got me on the path to debauchery, dude. So,
that song vicious.
Oh man, you hit me with a flower.
Yeah,
you do it every hour.
The guitar on that.
Like, I got all blurry again.
Yeah.
Good Lord. Oh no. I learned this trick from Mika.
Yeah.
It didn't work.
Yeah, you went back too fast, I think.
Let's try it again. Maybe I went too fast. Yeah, but that stuff, man, blew me away. And the imagery of it, like the back cover, like I'm looking at it and I'm like, what am I looking at? It's like this.
Oh, on the Lou Reed album, yes.
Yeah, like.
Yes. Hold on. Is that both him?
It's like, I'm like, is this a dude or a chick or whatever? And then somebody commented on the video, oh, that's Lou Reed. And I go, no way. No way. That's crazy. But yeah, those records blew me away. Man, if I had the time to think about it, I could name you.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's just, tons of records that same thing. Yeah.
Garner, I love these this series because, in the moment you're like, okay, you're thinking, you grab whatever. And then the next day you're like, oh, damn. Like, oh, I could have answered with this one.
I should have showed that record.
Yes. Yeah. Damn. Hey man, can we do it over? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's a redo.
Redo. So now we're going to Garner. All right. So Garner, show me a record where the B side outshined the A side.
Oh, so you're talking 45 now.
I'm talking 45. You're talking to the human B side. I want to hear a B side that outshined the A side.
Oh shoot, I got one. I just got today. This one
Really?
was perfect.
Okay, cool. It's a fresh one here.
Yeah, it just came into the shop today for me.
Hey, those shelves behind you, did you make those or did you buy those?
These?
Yeah.
Oh, those were from the store.
Wow, they look cool.
And I pulled up one weekend and they were out back in the alley. And I'm like, what are you doing with those? Like, yeah, we don't want those. We don't need those anymore.
Yeah.
I'm like, take them home.
No brainer.
They had 3 coats of paint on them. It was, they're beautiful, man. They were made somewhere in northern Michigan.
Really?
Probably like from the early 60s at least.
Wow. Yeah, they look
super
great.
Nice.
Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah. I had to make a thing for my singles because I was tired of bending down in these boxes looking for this stuff.
Yeah.
So I got something I could stand and look at.
Yeah.
So
I wish I had room to do that with
I know,
my whole
dude.
collection, but
I have like 4 more boxes of 45s. I got to build another one, but I don't know where the hell I'm going to put it.
Don't know where you're going to put it.
I don't know. Yeah. it's a
you have something to worry about when you start having records in the kitchen and the bathroom. You know, like,
good
running
Lord.
out of space here. Yeah.
So Garner's going to show us a record where the B side totally outshined the A side.
Okay, so the A side is Mouse. Here, let me get it out of this. This track was on Nuggets, a public execution by Mouse and the Traps from Texas. And it's a good kind of a punky Dylan-esque song.
Okay.
It definitely captured their attention to be put on Nuggets. But this one, All For You.
That's
on
where
the
it's
flip.
at. Huh?
That's the B side that it jumps out of the gate. It's not, well, I wouldn't call it a punk pounder. It's just really vibrant, just good garage rocker.
Yeah.
That you'll play it again immediately. I've listened to it at least 3 times today.
So when you, it's fresh in your mind. So when you bought the single or when you got it, were you aware of both songs or just the A side?
Oh yes. Yeah.
Oh, you knew both. Okay. All right. Yeah.
It's actually the reason I bought this single is for that B side. I mean, it's nice to have public execution, but All For You by Mouse.
So Mouse, All For You. I got to check it out. That's the great thing, man. Your channel and you in the past year and a half, you've turned me on to so many friggin' bands and things I didn't know. That's really cool.
Yeah. No, that was just handy because shoot.
What year did that?
I could have spent 30 minutes in there finding all kinds of those. I find that most of the ones in my collection, at least, where the B side probably more often than not is going to be the winner, not the stinker, is those 60s garage punkers.
Yeah.
Like
that's the sweet spot. Yeah.
And then on the B side, they're like, well, do you have another track to cut? Well, give us a few minutes.
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
The singer goes and jots down some lyrics because his girlfriend broke up with him, and the guy's got, I know these 2 chords, and they just play it over and over
Let's
again.
do it. That's awesome. What year did that single come out?
This one is probably like 66, 65.
So, I mean, in 66, 65, a song called Public Execution is it's pretty brutal. No?
Yeah.
A little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, and this is a good 2-sider. Definitely. But
yeah, the way you described the A side, it sounds like I'd like both of them.
Yeah, it's not, I mean, you can tell that he was definitely influenced by Dylan.
Yeah.
But it's got a little bit more punch to it than a Dylan track.
Cool.
So,
and you just got that today?
Yeah, just came in today.
Good day. Good day for Garner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool, man.
Uh,
All right, hit me with your third question, baby. Come on.
all righty. So, show me a record that you would put on to chase some unwanted guests out of your house or somebody who's overstayed their welcome.
All right, so that's a great question. Put on a record,
and it can't be the Schizzos.
Yeah, it can't be. It can't be the Schizzos.
I know that would work for most part, but yeah.
All right, I got one. Let's see. So, I'd like to think I wouldn't have a lot of normies at my house. I'd try to keep the squares out. But if I was gonna put a record on that I wanted to chase some people out with, I probably right now I'm going to go with "Barbed Wire Kisses" by Jesus and Mary Chain. Super mega distortion, nasty noise kind of stuff. Dude, even the first time I heard this, I was like, this is the first one I ever got from them. And I was like, what the hell is this, man? It's just a ton of noise. I was like, oh. And then I found Automatic and Darklands and those records I got into. I was like really into it. Because they were like cleanly produced, but there was still like a Stooges-esque kind of vibe to them, even some of the chord progressions are just Ramones or even like early girl group kind of style stuff. And dude, I had to go back years later to really appreciate this for what it is. But yeah, if I wanted to chase somebody out, I'd probably throw on Barbed Wire Kisses. I think the first song alone would probably get him out. Maybe Psycho Candy or something too. Something really noisy and nasty. Or
getting closer to the door, anyways, huh?
Yeah, or maybe this one too. Hold on. Maybe I'd just cue up a Gigi Allen and the Holy Men. You give love a bad name.
That would do it. Yep. All right, time to go.
Yeah, this would make anyone run away. Oh. Good Lord.
Most folks probably would. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that record. The first couple of tunes on that are great. But yeah, but the company I keep, they'd probably just want to stick around some more.
Put on that Rollers record.
Yeah, you know what? That could have been a double answer. That could have been a double answer.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm never gonna hear the end of the Bay City Rollers, man. I'm never gonna hear the end of it.
It's glam.
Maybe I got to get one of them jumpers.
Yeah,
them plaid jumpers. Wear it on the
30th show.
Yeah, there you go. The big anniversary show. Oh man. All right. So my last question is, Garner, show me a record with one of your favorite custom labels. And if you can't think of a custom label off the top of your head, show me some of your favorite labels on your singles. It could be an album, could be a single, whatever. I love
that. Favorite label for what it puts out, or the graphic?
Like graphic, like label, like the graphic on the record. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you could show a custom one, and if you can't think of a custom one, no problem. Cool. Show us some of your favorite graphic labels, because I'm a sucker for those labels, man. I love that stuff.
Let me see.
I tried to gear my questions for Garner more toward 45s because he's a 45 head like me. He might be the king of 45s here, man. Oh, he's brought out a box here. Here we go.
Yeah, but see this label. Let me find a particular one here.
There's some labels you digging through 45s, you just see them. They're aesthetically pleasing. when you see them. They jump out to you.
A lot of them are so iconic.
Exactly.
I mean, the old ones, it's just like, exactly.
Yeah. Even some of the more simple labels, they're just bold and they're brilliant. I love them.
Yeah, they weren't they weren't it was a different thing. They weren't really going for that visual.
Yeah.
Some of them, they wanted to stay so, something like Capital or whatever. They were like, that's it. That's our brand.
I mean, even something like simple, like I love this. Like this, to me, this Excello label, I love this label.
That's great.
That's a nice looking label, man.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, Slim Harpo, Scratch My Back. I think, yes, I was going to pull one out too. I was going to pull this Stax here.
Stax, yeah.
Here's Carla Thomas, Baby, Baby. Rachel Sweet did a good version of Baby. I like this one too with the drumsticks on it. Backbeat. It's a nice looking.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Roy Head, Treat Her Right. It's really cool. If you can't shake your ass to this single, you can't shake it. Right.
That's wild track.
That's a great tune, man.
There's kind of a cool one that's on Estrus, and they really, all their labels were probably different, maybe customized for each release. So on the Fells, and then just kind of a cool.
Yeah, I like that. Like, that's cool, man. That's nice.
And then you figure as it's spinning, the arrows.
They're gonna turn. That's cool, man. Yeah, you think of some of the more iconic labels, like they're just ingrained in your head, man. I mean, like for instance, is there anything really special about the Sun label? But you look at it, and it's like I said, it's aesthetically pleasing. You're just like, you gravitate toward it,
For one, it's Sun, but that might not have been. This is better.
Even like
we'll go old school then.
The Stiff label, like I love that, and then they did the green, yellow, and red versions of this stuff, and I love those kind of labels, man.
I mean, if you're looking for the graphic,
like that's a nice one too.
And then in the sleeve, a nice company sleeve,
right?
If you're thinking about that, but Cadence is pretty cool with the.
See, I love when they come with the company sleeve, man.
Yeah, got the metronome.
Do you, if you find company sleeves, do you save them for when you find a record that? I do the same thing. Yeah,
got a whole record box
full of. That's awesome
for that.
Yeah, it's nice when you can finally match them up.
Yeah.
Here's one of them.
Super hard to find the sleeve for, but Checker. Look at that's.
Yeah. Checker's cool. Exactly. Oh, that's a great song too. Susan Hawkins. Yeah. Check out this one, man. I like this one too. Gold Eagle. Bill Sanford. Wow. It's like a drum boogie kind of 60s instrumental. I love that label.
That's cool.
I think that looks cool. Yeah, that's pretty sweet,
See, if I saw that just flipping through the bins, I'd be like, that's an old 60s record.
Yeah, like that's what happened.
I'd take that home just because of that.
It was like for
what's the band name?
Yeah, no doubt about it. Yeah, Gold Eagle.
Yeah.
Bill Sanford. There's some wild drum solo on this thing. It's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, it's fun. I love these labels, man.
All these old.
Another one I like is like it's simple, but I like Ace Records.
Yeah.
That white label with the blue, kind of almost looks like a stamp.
Do you like this version of the Chess label?
No, not so much. Yeah. But I love that song. Dear Dad, don't get mad. What I'm asking for.
Yeah, I like just the old blue. Yeah.
The blue one was a classic.
It's old. I was trying to find Dot.
Oh, I got a Dot one over here.
Yeah.
Are you talking about this chest label, the blue one like this?
For some reason, I just like this.
Yeah, the Dot label's cool, man.
Not even that chest label. The old dark blue.
It's like a darker blue, right?
Yeah.
Hold on. I think I have that single you just showed too. Johnny C. Doesn't he sound like Johnny Cash? Or am I thinking of somebody else? Like this one.
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
I like that one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. I like that.
Yeah.
Bold, to the point. I like it.
Yeah. You know, probably as far as being definitely these older graphics for me.
Oh yeah, they're fun, man. They're
Yeah.
just fun, you know. Even that old Sun label too is
yeah. There's something about that, definitely.
King Records too. I got a bunch of like Hank Ballard and James Brown singles on King. I like that King label.
VJ has one.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
I don't have any VJ, but I'm thinking, you know,
trying to find that.
Very much represent what you're going to find on there too.
Oh,
VJ has like some old blues stuff, like Jimmy Reed was on VJ.
It's cool, man.
Definitely some of these old garage 60s garage labels. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, I like this one. Yeah. Yeah.
Is that
Sue record? Yeah. Yeah. Dude, I'm a sucker for that stuff, man. And like sometimes like even that something simple like this, classic, like Federal, like I like this stuff.
Yeah.
You know? But I'm trying to find that the one Ace Records one I have. I just love that white with the blue. Like I said, it almost looks like a stamp. It's just really cool.
Does it have the microphone? Is that Ace?
I'm trying to find it. I have like a Huey Piano Smith single, like Rockin' Pneumonia. Here it is. It's got a spade on it.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that stuff. Man. I think that looks pretty cool. You know.
There's one of those old ones. Maybe it's Modern. Was the label, and it's got like one of those old microphones. It's got an old yeah
that's cool. I love that stuff, man. Like, you know, you and I would like to dig for 45, so sometimes like if I don't know the band, if that label looks cool or it sticks out, I'm like, I'll take a chance. Depends how much it is, but I'll take a chance on it, you know.
Yeah, well, and it gives you, because of the certain, you know, like garage 45s, certainly old rockabilly 45s, and Matt Stevens actually did a video on it. It's like, how can you know, if you don't know what to look for, and just those plain, you know, just one black stripe, no graphic. I was like, okay, there you go.
Well, sometimes the thing that jumps out to you is that there's less on it than more. You know,
yes,
like, oh,
I think that was his point, is like, don't look for flash.
Mm-hmm.
Like this right here.
Yeah. Oh man, that's cool. Look, I could see myself in the record. That thing is
this
so
thing
clean.
was at the shop.
The cleanest record I've ever seen.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
There was one collection that got dropped off that definitely these rockabilly records were in.
Yeah, you never know what's going to come to the shop, man. That's cool. You get to see that stuff all the time.
There's one last one here that's just, I mean, it's a good, yeah, this one. This was in there too. This one, not so much as the label, but I mean, who wouldn't, you'd have brought home Bingo Miller and the Velvet Tones, wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
Heck yeah.
Absolutely, man.
I was like,
why not?
Shoot, I can take it back if I don't like it. But now I have a record player upstairs at the store.
Oh, so now you can preview the stuff.
Well, that way I can play grade them before I put them downstairs. You know how like they look beat, but these old things are almost indestructible.
Dude, there's some I got that look a wreck, but they play fine, man.
Yeah.
I like that label, man. That's cool as hell.
Yeah.
That could be a punk band's logo right there, Trend.
Yeah. That graphic, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool.
That's like probably late 50s for sure. No, that's fun. Yeah. That's definitely, it's the way to shop.
I was watching.
One last one. Kuka.
Oh, I don't know
that guy taking a.
Is he taking a little nap there or something?
A little siesta.
Yeah, a little siesta there. Good for him.
I don't know what. I don't know if that has anything to do with the label name Kuka, but.
Have you seen? I was watching our friend Paul Zoo Animal on Wheels, Paul from London, and he was doing this video with Madam Sin, and he was taking out these 45s, and Madam Sin made me laugh so much, and I loved it. Yeah, he's just like, "Wow, this is a beautiful label," and I'm thinking to myself, like, "It is a beautiful label." You know, he kind of like he's so into it. I was just like, "Oh, it's so cool." Those guys together are great.
Yeah, I've talked to Paul on like a private chat, like what we were doing before we started up here. And he's just, he's been over to Madam Sin's a couple of times now. And he's just like,
I would love to see that room.
Was it, you know, he's like, oh, at first, you know, I was like, oh, do I touch anything? Do I?
Yeah, right. You know, just as pure enthusiasm about a label or a sleeve, I was just like, oh man, it made me like, I'm gonna take out my stuff and look at the, you know, and I'm like, oh, these labels are great, man. They're fun. You know, it's a part of the fun.
Yeah, and you know, he is probably actually one of the first guys that, you know, if it had a company sleeve or whatever, great. But I really didn't worry about it.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, if I come across them, whatever. Or if they come with it, I wouldn't go looking for them. But now, if I find a shitty record with a good sleeve at the shop, that sleeve's mine.
Yeah, I'm buying the sleeve. Dude, I mean, I got a few that I'm like dying to have the picture sleeve for, man. Like that Tools record. Did you get that Tools single? Oh man, like I got that, but I don't have the pick sleeve on it, man.
Yeah.
And that's a great pick sleeve too. Yeah.
Well, I mean, all those came with them. You know.
Yeah.
Early punk records that didn't have a picture sleeve, so it's like I'm kind of gypped if I don't have it.
I know. Yeah, I mean that's the music is amazing, but it's just like, you know, that artwork too is just so deliberate, and it pops, man, on a lot of these early punk singles, and it just makes the experience complete, you know, when you can listen to it and you're looking at it, and it's just, oh man, those early punk singles, great artwork.
It speaks of its time.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know, the graphics, the colors or whatever.
Totally.
You know, and then by the time you got to UK 82 type stuff, black cover.
Yeah.
White print.
Text. Yeah.
Picture of the band standing in front of a brick wall.
Yeah, totally.
You know,
I mean, and those are cool in their own right, but it's like, you know, but even like now, you know, even the bands that you know, try to replicate that 70s sound, they'll try to kind of replicate the artwork, but it just doesn't have the same vibe to it. It doesn't have, I don't know. Maybe it's the way it was printed or what, I don't know.
It's the way it's put together. You know, some of that was cut and paste. It's in the publishing of it.
Yeah.
It's not going to look, plus you got to figure, we see them now. How old are they?
Yeah, true.
You know, a record from 80 is 42 years old.
Yeah, it's good. It's got a little wear to it. Yeah, it's seen some shit, you know.
Yeah. Or just by its age, even if it's been well, you know, that cheap paper is going to yellow or have that. But
totally. Yeah.
It definitely has that vibe. Those 45s I've been getting from that other guy in England. I mean, we trade back and forth. I find, shoot, if I send over a Dale Hawkins 45 or something, he's like, oh wow, I would never see that. And I'm
can't
like,
get it there, right?
Yeah,
really?
I find them not at the store anymore. I got them all, and you got the rest of them. You know, or old Bo Diddley record or something, and then he sends me old Rolling Stones, Kinks, and this punk. You know,
that's cool, man.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just stuff you're not going to find often, you know. So it's cool. You can trade with people and stuff like that. You know?
Yeah, it works. It works out great.
That's what makes this whole thing special, you know. When you think about it, but
yeah, and that. Well, I think of any of the people who are on your stream regularly, as far back as like when it first started, I don't know. You would have to ask Richie when he got into it. But 2011, Vance and myself were like 2011, 2012.
Wow, it's going that far back. Wow.
about that time is when and it hadn't really been going. But anyways, it was quite different. There was no big production.
Yeah.
It was a bunch of nerds in rooms like this showing records.
Yeah.
And man, I forgot my point about dog. Yeah, it was all about records. Anyways.
Yeah, it's just about records. You know what? The videos I love the most are just people hanging out, showing records. It feels like you're hanging out with them, and that's what I love. You know. But man, dude, this was a great episode. Yes. I had a blast doing it, Garner, and we reached 50 minutes, so we're rocking, man. We showed a lot of cool records, and man, I can't thank you enough for taking the time to do this with me. I had a blast, man.
No, thanks for asking.
Yeah, and I'm gonna end the broadcast, but you want to stick around? We'll bullshit a little bit.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. Yeah, sure, man. But yeah, thanks again, and thanks to everybody who's watching and supporting the channel and supporting this series. Thank you, Garner. Much respect, man. Thank you. Cheers, everybody.
Take care, everybody.
All right, be somebody. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.